welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. One pride on your feet, and welcome Dan Campbell and your two-time defending NFC North champion, Detroit Lions!
On the Cowboys sideline, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. His guys just 2 wins over their last 6 games. Across the field on the Lions sideline, Dan Campbell. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he'll take it up past the 26-yard line. Dak Prescott of the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 at Mississippi State.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a game. You've got to take advantage of them. When you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Prescott to throw it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here is 3rd down and 4.
A gain of 6 yards, and it's 3rd down.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a pickup of 6.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Prescott off play action. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's going to be incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. He was covered by Brian Branch.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Prescott now. That's to the running back, Jaden Blue. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Just beating the play clock is gone. That's complete to Laporta. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Sam Laporta. A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
Gone. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jack Fox on to punt.
Jack Fox in punt formation for the Lions.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 2 yards to the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Prescott. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
It's 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yardage. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people on the ground.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is gone. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he's got this down to the 35. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. First carry now for David Montgomery.
And a short game down to about the 33.
David Montgomery, ball carrier.
The Lions come in search of win number 9 of the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The give right side for Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that big-time game?
3rd and 5.
DJ Reader brought him down. That's a gain of 3.
There's Prescott.
3rd and 5.
Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is taken at the 23. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
3rd down and 1.
At the 43-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Back to throw. Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he is going to have the Lions first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's a gain of 32 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Micah Parsons. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Here's Goff. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Out of his end zone, Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They try the left side here with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. That stop made by Jack Campbell. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Prescott. He's up to the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
At the 27-yard line.
Now Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
9 yards to go.
Now Prescott. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Aiden Hutchinson drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's way. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Lions.
Goff now to throw. Looking left side and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Now hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. There's Goff. That is. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that's the first and goal.
And the Lions first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Brings up second and goal.
Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. To the air again. Goff. Now he's going to step up and run. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
On fourth down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. They begin with a carry for Blue. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second and 8.
It's second and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing. Prescott completes this one to Pickens. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Here's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Brings up second and a yard.
Now Dak on the option left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Josh Pascal on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this pass broken. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And that is no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. 2nd and 11. Goff now looking to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Intended for
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Gibbs straight ahead. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
So the completion good for just 3. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run their backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Bates' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Prescott now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First down.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. 2nd down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the
Prescott to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And again, it's Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. For almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Another run for Gibbs here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Second and 3. At the
second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 124 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
27 more yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. Incomplete.
Here's Goff. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Fired down there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
And a moot point there as they were able to connect.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Complete to Jim Holbert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now Williams running left. And he's able to take it up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Gain of a yard. And the Cowboys first down.
Teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game. It's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make adjustments, often find ways to run the game goes on.
And not a lot of room to the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Across midfield to the
From just across the midfield, second down at 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Prescott off play action. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Cowboys first down. An 8-yard pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and
To throw is Prescott.
37-yard.
And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
Another stop. One of the league's best defenses is bringing it again this week.
Here's Prescott. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
46-yard line.
Play action. It's Goff. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Now it's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26.
17 yards.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
It's a gain of 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Makes the score
3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring sixes, not threes. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now here come the Cowboys. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Prescott finding Pickens for another catch. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Now a shotgun handoff, Blue. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football that they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter play. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's
now Prescott. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll be brought down at the 27.
Cowboys first down.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This one swung out to Williams.
Prescott's pass.
This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing. Prescott.
21-yard line.
He'll swing this out to Blue. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Jaden Blue. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
First down.
Here's Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll go down at the 20-yard line. Aleem McNeil, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
On the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Second and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Goff. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Lions. First down.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's second and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he'll stretch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Being overshown. It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 5.
On third down, here's Gibbs. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on
and carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those. Let's keep the ball offense on the
second and
Montgomery on the counter. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Brandon, I think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they pushed for this back in training camp. They knew it'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have a Lions first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32.
A gain of
77 yards on the ground so far for Montgomery. It's a first down.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
That's Trayvon Diggs making a big play there for the defense. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Back to throw, Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though, third and long. Now Goff. Throw it over the middle. He finds Williams. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
It's fourth down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
First down.
Prescott to throw it. Right back to Tolbert. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Throw again, Prescott. Now he'll tuck this and run. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Cowboys.
Prescott now. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Gain of 10 yards. And it's
looking to throw. Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Lions, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.